Hey guys, Joe here, and here I am today to talk to you about how strong Palutena is in the current meta today, and in some of the other metas, namely the custom one, because that's really the meta I feel like she is the most strong in. Hopefully you do enjoy the video, and comment down below who you want for next week, but with all that said, let's get this started. So let's get to the nitty gritty. In general, Palutena is a fine pick, but it's a little bit hard to play. She has little reward versus time spent mastering her, and she can do okay versus mid and low tiers, but she doesn't do way too great against the high tiers that can combo her a lot easier. Now, she is pretty quick as a whole and a very fine person to pick up, but maybe not the strongest pick in the world. It definitely is a good idea to have a secondary with Palutena because her weaknesses, but you can just main her if you do want to. Just in general, expect a pretty strong fighter if and only if you put in a lot of time. Now to specifics, first off, her back air and forward air are both great ways to space. They both come up very fast, they both have good hitboxes, and they don't have way too much lag. They also both kill and are really hard to punish by the opponent. They don't combo way too well, but they do apply a ton of pressure and can really give you edge in battle. The next thing to talk about is how she has very slow but very strong and viable smash attacks. Now what this means is that they will be seldom used, but if they are used at the correct time, they will almost always reward you with a huge reward. Now there really aren't way too many ways to combo into these moves, so I'd say that with these you really do have to read an opponent in order to hit any of them. Then you have to act on that read, and then just go in for the smash. Try to get a read on an opponent. Pop Smash does come out relatively fast compared to the other ones, but the end lag is still quite a bit, so you really can't throw these things all around or else you'll really be in big trouble and they'll combo you or at least do a lot of damage to you. They are some of the strongest smashes in this game, but just be really wary of all the lag. Other than that, I want to say that she is quite tall and light, which means that she gets comboed from being tall, and she dies kind of early from being light, but luckily for her, she does actually have quite a bit of speed, even without her customs. Of course, with customs she has more, but even without them, she's doing fine. It's not the most speed in the world, but it's enough to easily space around and then go in for a grab if the time is right. I would expect her to be a lot slower just because of her height, but she's fine as it is. After that, I gotta mention a great thing about her, that being her down throw. Now this is one of the things that's probably a ton better with customs, but even without them it still applies a ton of pressure, it still combos a ton, and it can be used as a kill throw at certain percentages if you do read your opponent's DI 100%. Now you do have a pretty nice grab range to boot, and of course you have a pretty nice pummel, so it is really easy to link this into your up air in general, and overall this is a really great down throw to have. So I need to be honest, Palutena's tilts are probably some of my least favorite in the entire game. Most of them are quite slow, they really don't kill way too much, they don't combo too well, and most don't do way too much damage. They do have quite a bit of range, but it's pretty easy as an enemy to throw a projectile at Palutena over the range, and there's really not much you can do about it, especially because of the tons of end lag. Now the one thing I really like about her grab game though is her jab. It's fast, it can combo, it can go into a grab, it also does great damage, and overall it's probably one of the most used ground game options you will use, and if you aren't using it right now, then I recommend you give it a try. On a different note, I do gotta say that she is one of the best, if not the best up air in the entire game. This thing just has so much utility, which really makes Palutena for me. It kills, it combos, it can be used out of his down throw, and you can use it to bring people down to you. It has huge priority, and this thing is just amazing overall, and one reason I really do think Palutena a lot more highly than I would otherwise. Finally, for the good, she has some of the best customs in the entire game. Now, I know customs aren't played way too much anymore, but if you happen to have a place that plays customs, or your friends, it's a really good thing to do with Palutena. They let you combo better, they let you go in, recover, and pretty much just make all their special moves into greater moves, and of course they give you a lot more mobility. If your local or online does play customs or anything like that, she is definitely one of the best to go for. Now, as far as weaknesses, she does have quite a few. Her frame data isn't too good, she has low smashes, she's pretty laggy, big and kinda light, reliant on a few moves, and of course has pretty bad original special moves along with not too great tilts. Now these are a lot of weaknesses, but they do somewhat go away with customs on, but without customs on she does get gimped a little bit. Finally, I'm going to say that she's definitely playable without customs, but she's not the best. She takes a lot of time to master, and you'll really have to want to play Palutena to really play Palutena with or without customs. Now, if you do happen to have customs nearby, do take that offer, and I feel custom Palutena is probably at least top 20. Now, I would also say that you should probably get a secondary either way because of her weaknesses. They're quite large, so do keep that in mind as well. She's definitely very strong, but a secondary does help a lot. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy the video and if you liked it, then make sure to smash that like button and comment down below who you want to see for the next How Strong Is video in the future on. And of course the one with the most likes or whatever I'll do for next time. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you all next time.